Let's talk to Marco Forgione, the Director General of the Chartered Institute of Export and International Trade. Marco, a very warm welcome back. Good to see you. So Trump and Xi are to meet. It's been a while, of course, many years. How much has changed since the two presidents last met?
Oh, we're living in a very different time, in a very different world, and the relationship and the power equivalence between the US and China has changed dramatically over the last 10 years. We're living, Jamie, really at a time where history is being made live in front of us.
President Trump's tariffs, of course, ruled illegal by a court in the United States. I wonder, are tariffs any longer useful leverage in negotiations?
Well, as we've seen, that President Xi in China is not going to be just accepting of tariffs being imposed. They have their own levers that they're pulling, particularly around critical minerals. So we see the landscape for this meeting and for the negotiations to be much closer with regards to how the power play, the interplay between the US and China exists. And that's not to say that there aren't some really important imperatives. There aren't areas of really essential negotiation and conversation to take place. But the most important part about this summit is the two premiers getting together and being in one place and building a personal relationship. And that, I think, you get a sense of from President Trump's recent social media posts.
And Marco, how significant is that eyeball-to-eyeball diplomacy, the shake of the hand, rather than doing diplomacy on Zoom, as, of course, it has been for so many years from COVID onwards?
I think both premiers much prefer that face-to-face interaction, that personal connection. Trump, because he's just an instinctive deal maker and wants to exert a physical and intellectual force into the negotiation. And President Xi, because of the calm, determined diplomacy that he shows in his negotiations and conversations. So we're seeing a meeting of two different styles, but both, I think, have much to win from being together and seeking a positive outcome to the summit.
We talked about tariffs. Let me ask you about semiconductors, because semiconductor supply was also once a significant bargaining chip, if I can use that word. Is that still the case?
Yes, it is. And, China wants to have much greater access to US chip technology and AI, and at the same time US wants access to the critical minerals and rare earths that China has a monopoly on the processing of. So there is much in play here, but to be honest, I don't think we're going to get a formal resolution to a lot of these issues. This is about creating the environment for the diplomacy to then happen once the two leaders have forged a much closer personal relationship. So we're not expecting huge announcements. I think we're looking for positivity from the relationship, and I think at the end of the day we're going to hear maybe of greater purchases from China of US, maybe more Boeing airplanes, and commitments to buy more agricultural produce from the US, and the US giving a little bit more with regards to chips and technology.
Marco, good to see you. I'm sure we'll talk again in coming weeks. For the moment, thank you, Marco Forgione, Director General of the Chartered Institute of Export and International Trade.